This is kind of a little football esoteric thing, but this is interesting to me, and I want to get your thought. The Eagles' pass defense, when they don't face pre-snap motion, they're number one in the NFL. When they do face pre-snap motion, they fall from number one in the NFL to 22nd in the NFL. And now here comes Kyle Shanahan and the 49ers. And the 49ers use pre-snap motion at the highest rate of any team in pro football. I guess my question to you would be this. Why does Kyle Shanahan use motion so frequently? What does pre-snap motion do to a defense? What does it do for a quarterback? And when you hear that Eagles are number one when they don't have pre-snap motion and they fall to 22nd when they do, you've played this game a long time and know it on a different level. What does that tell you?
Yeah, I'd want to study, first of all, who is – because I know the 49ers and the Dolphins lead the league in pre-snap motion.
Right.
And Mike McDaniel's done it and Kyle does it. They're kind of brothers in arms, right? And then where else do we see it as much? And I wonder where the Eagles have seen it and where and why it was so effective. I feel like the Eagle defense, like any defense, loves patterns and loves to be able to know what's coming, or at least have a sense of what's coming. And in many ways we use and that's why I always say I wish I could play today. I wish I could play with Kyle. I wish I could do this, because he wants the quarterback to get as much information as you can. And anytime you use motion or shifting, you watch the shifts, you can tell generally whether it's zone or man. That's number one. Then you can also tell who you put out there. If Christian, because of Debo and Christian, they're deployed in a unique way, you can put pressure on defenses to be in a situation. If you want to play man, you're going to be in an odd spot. If you're a safety, now you're out over Christian McCaffrey at the sideline next to the Gatorade. You're used to that. You're like, what am I doing out here? And so now you've created an environment where it's not a pattern and it's not something defenses are comfortable with. Defenses love patterns. They love to stay in their lanes and just do their thing. And then you take them out of the pattern, like, whoa, I feel you saw that. Where was that? Where Brock did it again? It was Tampa. And all of a sudden you can see George in the backfield and Christian's out wide and the safety's out with him. And he's like, what about? And then Christian goes right by him and he goes to the sideline. The coach is yelling at him like, what are you doing, man? You got man, just cover him. I wasn't sure. I saw, it's like, that's the kind of stuff that they can do to better. The Bucs are a veteran team and they can do that to veteran players. And I think that's why he uses it so much, to give his quarterbacks a chance to kind of get a sense of what's coming. And Christian and Debo and George and really Brandon, everybody are so smart that they are watching as well. They've been learning what Brock's looking for, what Jimmy was looking for, and saying to themselves, well, I should take that in myself. Why would all that information just let it go to Brock? Well, I want that information as well. And as they take it in, that's when you become a powerful unit, is you have a sense of what's coming. And I think that's why he does it. And it put that indecision into the defense and put him in awkward spots. And if you can do it to the Bucs, who, they've been pressure tested for a couple, 3 years now, you can do it to anybody. And you make a great point, Larry, that just, I don't know, you just rung something with me, that some of these Eastern teams, they don't see the Rams and the 49ers and, some of the innovation that is coming out from those teams. They didn't see the Chiefs. They don't see the AFC as much, where I see a lot of the innovation, the Dolphins. They see teams that are kind of like what they love, just line up, and I know what you're coming with. So you hit a note with me on that I think is one of the best things about me feeling good about this game, to be honest with you. Like, this defense that's so great, this defensive line that's so great, and they say the best defensive line in football is second best with the 49ers, best offensive line or the 49ers. Like I feel so much better about what Kyle's going to be able to do to put them in a spot to be indecisive. And that's all you need, is just a sense that I'm not sure what's coming. And that's why I think the first quarter, especially his first 15, watch Larry for those first 15 that he puts together on Saturday night. And you've seen them come out of the gate very fast a lot. I would want for this game, of course you want to come out fast every game.
Yeah.
Like no one does, Steve. But watch for that, because if they're bringing things that the Eagles, after watching film and having an extra day and doing all the studies that they've done, that they're going to have a plan for, and all of a sudden you see that I don't know, just a little bit of a shock and awe coming out this first 15, man, I'm going to love that, because that tells me that this Eagle defense doesn't, they watched it on film. Coach talked about it Wednesday and Thursday. Hey, watch out for Debo. Why? And then you see it in the game film, game time happening to you. And all of a sudden you get behind it and you're like, what the hell? I haven't seen that before. What did that was a wrinkle on something that they showed me before. And then someone runs by him. So you got me excited about this. This is something I think is real. And